Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope you're all well. Happy, healthy, wealthy, and abundant. Let me pull up my chat. Hello, hello. Break. Welcome. Jeannie, hello. And I still have 2 for Lalima, and I got 2 from Lucky. Diamond Girl, hello. Bliss, hello. Irene, hello. Celine, hello. LT Spiritual, hello. Hold on, got all these new names. Moonsh. Starry Night, hello. Angelica, hello. Z, hello. Nana, hello. Andresa, or wait, Jazz. Andresa. The thing's going too fast today. Hold on, I can't keep up. Alright, so Andresa, Doctor, Lucky, thank you for your 2 donations. Lucky. Amber. Content. Country, hello. Chanel, hello. Already got Jazz. Michelle, hello. I'm missing somebody, hold on. Michelle. Jesse. And Zuri. I'm sorry, Cherry, you missed the free list, babe. Okay. That filled up quick. Alright, so let me catch up on this chat. I hope you all had an amazing weekend. Sorry to everybody who didn't get on the free list. It filled up really fast today. I could barely keep up, so anybody before Cherry got it and anybody after didn't, so cleared up fast. I've got 2 for Lalima just on hold whenever she comes, and then I have 2 for Lucky. So I don't see Lalima. Lucky, are you here? I saw you. I just want to make sure I get your questions. That's a flex. Yeah, Zuri got the last spot. And hey to everybody I missed. I'm glad y'all still came in and said hi. Alright, Lucky Lou, where are you at? Lucky. Hey, what were your questions, Boo? All right, let's see. What is it about you that makes him want you so much? It's okay. I don't know what's wrong with the chat. Sometimes it's been acting funny. It's Mercury retrograde though, so little stuff like that is bound to happen. Okay. And thank you, Denise, for your donation. All right, let's see. Okay, so I feel like, first of all, like, you shine no matter what you're doing, no matter how hard things are on you, no matter what you have going on. You have a, a glow about you, a light about you, a very healing energy about you. And I think this person has a hard time when things get heavy, when things get hard. They don't know really how to keep going, how to keep a smile on their face, how to keep shining, but you have a way of doing this. And you're open, you're ready. Even if you take time doing things, you still are putting yourself out there to keep going as if nothing ever happened. Um, they do show like you're very steady with the way that you do things. You're very consistent. But you do it with like a almost like a playful energy, a very sweet energy, a very kind energy. You're not the type that has been through a lot and they take it out on others. You're the type that just keeps going no matter like what comes against you, no matter the time, the place, the whatever. I don't know why I was drawn to this, but let's see. All right, so what they're kind of saying is like you hold space for the good, the bad, and the ugly, and it kind of like you create a bridge in between the two. So, you know how a lot of people, if they're going through bad things, they get stuck in them. It's almost like you give a bridge out of it. You're there to help to pull people out of the hard things, the pits. You create that bridge. Anyways, they show me that you're like that divine feminine, that you are not chasing things. You are attracting things. You're just waiting for that right person. And they recognize that. And so they also see you have a very good balance in between your divine feminine, divine masculine. Um, they keep showing me patience and something about time here. Like maybe you're not in a rush. You're ready to just take your time, see where things are. You're not hurrying things along. You're going to wait until you're ready. You're going to wait until things seem more ready. But it's very nice. I like it. It's almost like you were the one he's been waiting for, and that could be why he's so obsessed with you. And what the heck? Thank you for your 2 donations. And the song that's playing is by Taylor Swift. It's the, is it the Invisible String or something like that? But this man is like very highly obsessed with you, Lucky, so. No, it's definitely not just physical attraction. Even though they are physically attracted to you, it's not that. Because a lot of people are physically attractive and very empty. He sees depth in that, so that is very positive. Alright, so we're going to find out the misunderstanding. Hold on. And hi, Gothic Empress. I'm sorry I missed you, babe. You donated? Let me see. Hold on. Holy. Oh, I put it as Denise. Sorry, babe. Alright. I think I got everything now. Alright. What are you misunderstanding about each other? Alright, let's see. I know you had something for so long, it's hard not to, like, just say your regular name, your old name. You're still her, huh? Okay. Like, as for him, what he misunderstands about you is that because you're very balanced, because you hold your own power, he feels a sense of, like, imbalance, right? You show balance, he shows imbalance. So, very polar opposite to the two. But because you're not actively chasing him, lusting after him, throwing yourself at him, maybe the way other people have, it makes him want you even more. But at the same time, it makes him feel like she doesn't want me. She doesn't care. And I think he's still in a place of like a little codependent, whereas he sees this dream of what the two of you could be together. And he's like, why doesn't she see that? Why does it seem to be pushed out in the distance? Why is it taking us so long to get there? Because I feel all these feelings. That's what he's saying. I feel all the feelings. And she's like, nah, I don't know. I don't know if I feel all those feelings. And so, whereas you stand very balanced in who you are, he's very imbalanced. Um, Maybe your traumas are very different, or maybe the things you've been through are just very different. And you've claimed your power back, and he's still trying to find his. But the good thing is, like, in time, if the two of you come together in a relationship, he will be able to find balance from you. Like, you are projecting a sense of balance that he can emulate, or he can see how he can emulate it. Because for him, he's like, I want a relationship right now. I want everything right now. And life doesn't happen like that, you know? And so it throws him off. It makes him feel like you don't want him. And it keeps reiterating that. But for him, he's very reactive, whereas you're not. And reactivity is not necessarily a good thing, because it seems like he doesn't get his way and he goes and throws fits because he feels like, oh, she doesn't want me. Let me go prove to myself that I'm worth something, you know? Whereas you stand as, Are we going to do this or are we not? You know, make up your mind. I think the one thing I would say is kind of study each other's love languages, like what the other person needs, what you need. See where they're thinking of, the possibilities of where this could go, and where you see them, because I think there is some sort of a little bit of them feeling like they're not enough. Well, I mean, I guess it stems from a place of them not feeling enough. So unless somebody's in their face constantly begging for their attention, they don't feel like they're enough. But that's an internal thing. It has nothing to do with you. But I think that's where the main misunderstanding lies, is he doesn't see you actively like fighting for him and tripping on him and all that stuff, and you're just like, if it's gonna be, it's gonna be. If not, there's plenty other fish in the sea. So that kind of unnerves him a little bit. But it also makes him a little bit of like spin out of control. And thank you, Miss Sanjay. I appreciate you. You will go after what the heck. Appreciate you, boo. Thank you, S. Virgo, for your 3 donations, love. Alright, let me get these back in here and I will be moving on to what the heck. Oh, no, sorry, not what the heck. Gothic Empress. What the heck, you'll be after Gothic Empress. And thank y'all for all the love and support. I promise, free listers, I will get to you. Just be patient with me. Just get comfortable, get you some popcorn, some snacks. Just don't miss your turn, because we will skip you. Alright, Gothic Empress, here we go. What is Samuel's next actions towards you? Okay. So, I feel like Samuel is a different breed, right? He just doesn't jump. He just doesn't pursue. He just doesn't necessarily make like reckless actions towards you. He's like, I'm going to give it time. I'm going to manifest something amazing between the two of us. Maybe because there's some space, time, or distance between the two of you. He's so attracted to you. He's so like connected to you soulfully within the heart space. Um, he feels very balanced with this connection. Now, from the cards I've got the Magician, the Seven of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, Two of Cups, and King of Cups. There's no action here. It's a bunch of people sitting around waiting for the moment, waiting for that right moment, waiting for things to like pop off. So that's the way it feels. It's like, it's not necessarily that he's really doing a lot. You say next actions, and I'm like, why is there no actions here? It's like y'all both are waiting for something like divine timing. Like, if God brings me to it, he'll bring me through it. it's like y'all are both trusting the process and letting the spirit realm guide you. Maybe y'all have something planned in the future and y'all both are just waiting for that moment to say all the things, you know, to do all the things. Maybe y'all are both just waiting for the next time the two of you come together. And in the meantime, it's like you both are trying to stay positive about this connection. Stay connected. Stay, even if it's like telepathically connected, growing like individually, which is very beautiful because a lot of people try to rush things. They try to like force things. Something about springtime is very significant with this connection. Also, during the wintertime, I feel like Samuel went through something that kind of woke him up to what this was to him, or something happened in the wintertime that he felt you. You know, he felt being close to you. And he felt that this is more than just some fleeting connection. This is something that's coming to heal the both of you and to guide you forward. So I feel like he'll communicate with you, yes, and I feel like there's something happening in the springtime where the two of you are coming together and sharing time. I also feel like he might try to get things moving forward even faster than they are now, like trying to like solidify what the two of you already have, or maybe the big conversations will come when you're face to face. But it's something like you both are just trusting in divine timing, and when it's gonna be, it's gonna be, and everything else just, you just take care of yourself in the meantime. So like I said, it wasn't action, it was more of like waiting and becoming more empowered, you know, by yourselves in the meantime. It's like trusting. So hopefully that helps, boo. Alright, so what the heck is next? And let me see. And thank you, Celine, for your donation, love. You'll go after S Virgo. Okay, I got you, love. Alright, what the heck? Do I need to read yours? Is it in PayPal? Let's see. Okay. I'm trying to look, but it cuts me off. Okay. I just need to kind of know. Let's see. So there's two questions. Energy. All right. No, I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. What the heck? Are you here? I just want to make sure you're here. My allergies are messing with me. What the heck? Where are you at? Where are you at? Yes. He did donate for 2. And I appreciate the notes so I can keep track of like who's who. Are you here? What the heck? I don't want to read without you, babe. What the heck? It's understandable. I get it. Thank you. Because sometimes I'll be like, I don't want to say y'all's off-screen names. So, all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and do Miss Sanjay real quick until he gets back. Miss Sanjay, are you here? Miss Sanjay. Sure, Jason. No problem. I'm gonna write it Jason after free listers. We can accommodate. Sure, no problem. Miss Sanjay, are you here, love? No problem. My thing is, if you're not gonna wait, why donate? Oh. Okay. S Virgo, are you here? They donate so they can leave? Oh. Okay. S Virgo. S Virgo. Can you hear me now? And then most of the time they don't stick around either. All right, Celine, what is your question? We're gonna go ahead and do you, babe. I know you're here. Hello, hello, hello. All right. What are Slade's current feelings and energies towards you? I got you, babe. I got you. Most of the time, I think people donate so they can get read quicker and they don't have to wait. But okay, it's whatever. It's whatever. We will be happy to accommodate. I think this song is significant to you. It's like a really old song. It's everything I do is coming through. Like, search your heart, search your soul. And when you find me there, you search no more. And maybe that's what he's finding out. I think with Slade, his main energy is, as much as it hurts to be away from you, he knows that there's work he needs to do in order to not mess this up forever. So if he's distant or not giving you the things that you would want out of a relationship, it's like he's searching his heart right now. I've got the Hermit and the Strength card. It's like, as much as his ego says stay, as much as his ego says I need to give her everything, part of him says, well, your shadows are kind of in the way here. You need to work on them, right? So I do see him, and the reason why that song was so significant about searching is because I got the Hermit, and the Hermit is all about searching. Searching, or kind of like clearing up the darkness that is within us, that keep us from being able to truly experience things. And I feel like that's what this person is doing. You made them want to search their heart and search their soul, right? And even if there's distance here, your light is guiding them back to you at some point. I do see a big change in the future. I don't know how far out in the future, but I do feel like the summertime and through like Virgo season is going to be very significant for this connection. Like Cancer season, Leo season, Virgo season, all of that is very significant here. So let's clarify. And he's showing me that like, the distance is necessary because he needs to find that space. He needs to clear the space. Maybe there's something that needs to be walked away from. Maybe there's things that need to be worked on. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles is slow. Very slow, but that's the one that's going to get there. You can get a Knight of Cups, a Knight of Swords, a Knight of Wands. Them hoes will show up, but they'll leave again. They'll come back again. They'll leave again. But when they do, it's all inconsistent. Like, you can't trust that they'll be back. They leave no signs that they'll be back. This is a person that when they move with intention. Because they show me you as the Empress, the Queen of Pentacles, the one that holds that space. You're worth it. You're worth them putting in the work, right? It's not just a little hey every now and again. It's like, I'll come back and let you know every now and again I care about you, but I also need to take care of things to make sure that when I get there, it's going to be able to grow into something. They're not sure how they're going to get there, but it's like trusting that when it's time, they will know, you know. They know there's blockages here. They're so attracted to you, and it's hard for them to stay away because you're very magnetic to them. They're very drawn to you magnetically. Like, you spark life within them. And there may be something from their past, some female from their past, whether it be a mother, an ex, something like that, that has caused a wound that keeps their heart blocked off. And they know that. But they know you're worth going deep inside to try to figure it out. So you just gotta wait. And unfortunately, it's hard. sometimes because you want to be next to this person, you want to be hugging the person, you want to be kissing them. But if they're carrying a lot of negative energy, when you're around people like that, it will rub off on you. And they just don't want to do that. So, Lucky. Did you donate again? Hold on. Alright, let me see. Okay, Lilima, hold on. Everybody showed up at once. Hey, Nutty Nut. Good to see you. It is. You don't... I mean, it's like when you're baking cookies or something. Of course, you want that cookie. You want to eat it right now. But if you take it out too soon, it's going to be disgusting. I mean, cookie dough is okay. It still tastes good, but... You want it to be a cookie. So you can dip it in some milk. Whatever. Okay. Lalima. Let's start with Lalima. And then I'll get back to Lucky and them. Let me get back to this. All right. Long time no see, love. Long time. All right. Hold on. Okay. I think I got everybody now. Alright, so Lalima, you're going to do one and save one. Got you. Alright, so let me see what your first question. Did you write it? What was the purpose of your entire trip? I can't pronounce that, but the spirits know what I'm talking about, so. And thank you, Lucky. You will have 2, and then the other 2 will come after S Virgo, if that's okay. And I'm going to shut the donations off now. Excuse me. Alright, so. What was the main... Okay. I feel like the trip was meant to clear out some stuff. Or clear up some sort of confusion. It feels like whatever happened or will happen during this trip, it's going to create some sort of like vision, some sort of purpose, some sort of drive. New opportunities. This feels like a very abundant thing. Yes, that's true. I'm sorry, I was looking at what the heck. All this mixed up has got me mixed up. But yeah, Lucky, you'll be after S Virgo. So what I'm seeing is like there was a blockage surrounding your heart space. Or maybe even right now. Because I don't know if the trip is in the future or um uh there was just something that was being held on to that needs to be cleared. And there's something about like the spiritual realm kind of pouring down on you. It's almost like an outlet, like plugging into source itself. And I don't know what's going on with this trip, but it feels like there could be love involved. If you've gone already, maybe you met somebody there, or it's opened your heart enough to where the next time you meet this person, almost like you've already met them, um, your heart will be open this time. I've got to clarify this because it's very, very odd the way it shows me. Yeah, it just feels like you plugged in. And it kind of also feels like you've kind of accepted some sort of truth that you have to leave something behind. And I don't know what that is. Maybe it's leaving the past behind. Maybe it's leaving certain situations behind. You don't necessarily know where you're going, but you're trusting the path now. And it's almost like Spirit has set out a map. Even if you don't see the map like with your physical eyes, they've set out a map for you to follow. And something about you tapping into that energy, your soul knows when to move, how to move, and you're kind of walking accordingly with blind faith. Like, I know, like, maybe you even had like a download or some sort of like recognition while you were there that your purpose is really big. You're meant to have a lot of money. You're meant to have love. You're meant to have all of these things. And maybe up until the point that you went there, you felt like you didn't, or you kind of dimmed your light a little bit. But I do feel you were empowered during this trip because the Empress shows up, and from this, whatever you create next is going to birth something amazing. And they're going to be celebrating right with you. Yeah, I felt this, the Judgment card. And for me, this is like, you gave it all up. You were able to release that part of yourself that had limitations. I kind of feel like your soul was lifted. Maybe your soul was kind of heavy and weary, and this helped you to like feel more free and more guided and more trusting. But yeah, it kind of feels like you were plugged in, and now you've got a certain spirit team or some ancestors surrounding you that are supporting you in this. But it definitely feels like something was laid out here that's gonna burst something very amazing. So I'd say that was the purpose of the trip, and hopefully that helps. But yeah, it looks like it's birthing something really amazing out of it. I think I kept hearing something about sacred ground. Things hit different when you're on sacred ground. Um, Maybe you took something from there, like a physical thing, like something about sacred ground. So it could be a rock or some memento or something. And even if you didn't take anything physical, you took something spiritual with you from the sacred ground. So what the heck didn't come? S Virgo didn't come. Oh my goodness, guys. So I guess it's back on lucky then. I'm not gonna complain. I mean, at least they dropped a little, you know, hey, hey here. All right, Lucky. What are your questions? I remember S Virgo caught me like on the last piece. You're questioning everything. And that's okay. I question everything too. My daughter's like, why are you always looking stuff up? I'm like, because I need to know. She's like, why? And I was like, I just do. Okay, how does he give, receive, and communicate love? Girl, you're getting all kinds of songs. This one is I'm the Only One by Melissa Etheridge. It's been like a old school. He would drown in the desire for you. Like he would, you could do anything to this man, and it's like even if you put him down, he still wouldn't walk away. He would still try. He would still come back. He would still come after you. I don't feel like he's really good at communicating love, to be honest. Because I don't think he's ever seen a really good representation of what love is. So he is a little blocked in that area. Um, I feel like he's a little hard to, like, with work, I feel like he'll get better. The more vulnerable he is, he'll get better at communicating his feelings. But his feelings are so intense, sometimes he doesn't understand them, and he may do dumb stuff. I feel like he will comfort you during the hard times. He will stand by you. He won't go anywhere. Um, he is a little bit immature when it comes to his actions because he still has some healing to do around past pains and hurt. He has a little bit of a Prince Charming vibe. So at times he can be lovey-dovey, kind, all of the things. Um, I think he'll surprise you at times, like with little surprises to let you know, like, hey, I'm thinking about you. Hey, you know, I love you. Like really cute little things. He's one of those that, like, no matter if y'all are broke or if you have nothing, he'll find something to do. Um, he's gotten a lot of experience at that, I believe. Um, I feel like he'll bring out a side of you that you haven't seen before. But he just gives me this energy of like, he is a lover, not a fighter, but if he's made to fight, he will fight for you. He's very protective over you. Um, no matter how far you try to run from him, it's like he'll still be trying. But like I said, like with this limited amount of cards, it's like really hard to tell like directly that many things. I know you want to know them all, but I can only tell you what I see. And for him, he's trying to show me like he'll make the bad things better, or he'll make the bad days better. He'll always be concerned about like what you're going through. Um, but as far as like the way that he speaks love, he's got some work to do. Um, he's more of like an action oriented type of person. Like maybe he's um like his love language may be like service of others, like caring for people when they're sick, or it's the little things I think with them. And he seems like he would be a lot of fun. Like he would make the bad days better. I do feel that like even if he doesn't say a lot, he feels a lot. And so you two might have like this telepathic connection to where you just know each other, or he just knows you on a spiritual level. So even if he doesn't say it, you'll still know it, you'll still feel it. If you want a reading, Lucky, all you have to do is hit me up in my email. You don't even have to go through Etsy, since you already know like my Cash App and PayPal. Just hit me up, and if you want one, when you want one, let me know. All right, Boo, what was your second question? Where is he at now in his mind about this connection? Let's see. Okay. It's funny because it, like at the split, it was the Emperor and the Moon. And to me, that kind of represents you, the Moon, very feminine. You know, the Moon is the feminine between the Sun and the Moon, the feminine. He doesn't understand you yet, but he says like he's your person, or you're his person. Okay. I think he's feeling bad, possibly about like the things that you saw online. He thought y'all were over for some reason, from what the way that he's showing me, and he acted immature. He acted a little reckless. He acted like he had no freaking sense. Um, but it also, because he's feeling guilty, or he's feeling some sense of like, why did I do that? Why am I feeling this way? He's kind of retreated to look internally at himself to say, like, what made me do that? That was dumb. You know, like he can't stand himself. Okay. So he wants to come forward, and I feel like there will be a lot of conversations happening between the two of you about this in the future. But it weighs really heavy on him, and that's good. It should weigh heavy on him for acting immature, saying things he didn't mean, doing things that, you know, maybe were even strategic, right? So he wants things to go forward, but maybe he's wondering if you do still. Because the way he shows me is like he acted out of character. Because normally he's pretty emotionally level from the way he's showing me. He's like, normally things don't make me react that way, but something triggered him to act out of character. And he's like, that's not what I should have done. You know, I'm better than that. And now, like, he's wondering, like, did I lose her behind that? Or is that going to cause a problem between us? Is she not going to want me again? Yeah, he's having, like, hard nights sleeping. Like, you're on his mind constantly. But he's going to man up. He's going to show you. He's like, next time I get it right. Emperor, Ace of Cups. Like, I'm going to do it correct this time. So maybe whatever happened in the, I'd say, the last couple of months, I feel like wasn't a good representation of how he feels or who he is. And all this stress and all this feeling of like, oh my gosh, I could lose her. Oh my gosh, and it could be over, has driven him to the point of like, when I come in, I'm coming correct. I'm gonna pee on the hydrant or whatever guys do to like mark their territory. But I that's what I got for that. I hope that helps. What the heck? Are you here? What the heck? What the heck? What the heck? And I think, you know, we all have work to do. No matter how far along you are, I don't feel like you're ever ready completely for everything. It takes time. It takes time. Oh, you're here this time. Yes. It's your turn. What the heck? Okay, you're here, and I do have your questions, I think. I got it. It's okay. I think I got your first one, but I think PayPal, like, blocked the second one. They only show me, like, a piece of the stories. It doesn't show me the whole one, so I got the first one, but the second one, I'm not sure. I can ask you, though. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, so basically you want to see the energy between you and this person for the first question. Now, the second question, is it what is this person living through during the silence? like how is how is he perceiving the connection in the temporary silence? Or like what is he doing? Okay. I got you. All right. So, let me get on this first question. Let's look at the energy. The song that's playing right now is Wondering Why. And it's by Chris Moreno. It's called A Million Reasons, sorry. But I keep hearing Wondering Why. This to me shows like they're kind of sitting back and they're looking at all the things they have in their life going on. Like taking a real good look at where they've kind of dropped the ball. And the one thing they say is like, in love, they love with every piece of them. The problem is that they're having a hard time separating ego, from like what they feel from their heart space. There's been some kind of imbalance. It's either like all or nothing. Instead of being able to just breathe when they feel these things, they get very imbalanced and they get very like unsteady. So, like I said, I think they're taking a real hard look in the mirror. And it's funny because they show me the lovers as two people looking at each other in a mirror. And I think that's what they feel with you. They may not be comfortable looking in the mirror at themselves. It may make them a little imbalanced. It may make them a little unsteady. But I do feel that they feel so strongly for you that they don't know what to do with it. And you two kind of are a mirror reflection of each other, and it could make you both unsteady. It could bring up some shadows that you both separately need to face. At least he's looking at it. He's not out there doing a million other things in the meantime. I feel like he's really looking more at like where this can go, how he messed up, how things could have been different. There's no doubt that this person has strong feelings for you because the start and the end are both with the lovers. But they have to make a choice. Are you ready to be with somebody that sparks the parts of yourself you don't like? Triggers the parts of yourself you don't like? The passion between the two of you is like off the charts. Off the charts. But there definitely has to be a lot of patience here because those intensive connections are very hard sometimes to find that calm space, right? Because when the passion is so high, it's high on both ends, you know, and it's either very passionately ungood, ungood, unhealthy, or it's really passionately off the charts, right? So there has to be that middle ground of where there's like safety in this, where there's understanding in this, where there's like balance. King of Cups, balance. Like there needs to be balance. But like I said, even in this picture, there's a chick looking in the mirror and doesn't want to see it. Doesn't want to see that you two trigger each other because you're that mirror reflection. And there's a certain pattern that you both seem to emulate that needs to be broken. And you two seem to be like the catalyst to change that within each other. But when it's in your face, it's like, please don't make me look at it. But it's going to bring about a lot of self-love, but it's also going to have it's also going to have its hard times. Tower and Six of Wands, very different energies, right? Like when you're up here, it's amazing. But when it's down here, oh my gosh, the world is ending. So I think you two are teaching each other temperance, how to balance out those energies. But that is funny. Well, that's good. Okay. Now let's move on to the second one. But yeah, the energy is still strong as F. Like, it's... But it needs balance. It really needs some balance. And maybe that's what the person is looking for in the moment. Is like... Because sometimes... if you can't find the balance together, you have to separate yourself so you can find the balance separately. Otherwise, you're going to kill each other. And that wouldn't be good. Unless you're into that kind of thing. But I don't think so. it's almost like y'all are opposite. You start to spin out when you're away. They spin out when they're in. And so there needs to be something in between. All right, so let's see. Why did I put that there? Okay. So how are things going on, or how is this person perceiving the connection during the silence? Let's see. They're drawn to you still. Like, even in the distance, there's this pull towards you that they're trying to fight. And they're only trying to fight it because they need to find that love for self. They need to realize that it is okay to trust. It is okay to love. It is okay to have a connection that feels like this. Like, not all connections that feel like this are great, and they can be very scary because you have to be vulnerable. But it looks like he's trying his best to become good with himself, Nine of Cups, so that he can come back together with you in a better understanding. And again, it's like almost like that mirror reflection in the water. There's an overflow of water here. But then the Two of Pentacles, what do I do with it? If I don't love myself, what do I do with it? I can't do nothing with it if I don't love myself first. They've been through it. And so it's kind of tainted love a little bit for them. And the King of Cups came out again. And for me, all these twos and the King of Cups, because even in the King of Cups, there's two cups. Trying to find the balance between the two cups, between you and them. Because by themselves, it's just one cup, right? But together, there's two. And twos normally are having to make a choice, having to find balance in an imbalanced world. But that doesn't mean the love doesn't remain, because that's all they show me is like love for this. But they are very much, love hurts. It's scary. I don't like to look at my shadows. I've already been there. I've done that. But it's still like, they're still ready to give you the love. Even if there's silence, they're still ready to give you that love. And they will. They will. Because they feel like you're the cup that completes their Ten of Cups. Again, the Temperance card. Just be patient. The Hierophant. They're talking to the moon right now. Six of Wands. It's just so funny when these people show me like you're that person, you're the star that they want to be the emperor for. They want to be that person that deserves the star, that deserves the recognition. So there's a lot of growth happening in the silence, I feel. And a lot of balance being restored. It's beautiful cards, beautiful cards. So it's not like they're out there running the streets acting a fool, wrecking stuff. No. There's no movement in their feelings. It's just maybe they're taking space to look back, like from an outside perspective. I was talking to my mom yesterday, and I was telling her, because we were watching some show, and I was like, it would be really cool if we were able to look at our life, like all the moments in our life were recorded. We could look back and really just be like, why did I do that? The movie might be really cringy, but it might teach us some things. And my mom's like, I wouldn't watch it. I don't want to watch it. I'm like, damn. That would be a good idea, though. I would love to go back and watch some things. But that's what I got for that. All right, Ms. Sanjay. And hopefully that answered your questions. What the heck? But sometimes memories aren't as clear as looking from like an outside perspective, right? Like we remember some things, but we don't remember the full picture of it. But maybe some things we don't need to rewatch, you know. I guess it makes sense. It's okay. Miss Sanjay, are you here, love? S. Virgo, are you here? Alright, hello. Just let me know when the others show. Anything important your spirit team has to say to you. There's some new love headed your way, boo. There's a whole world to be had in your future. I think sometimes you get impatient because you want to live it all right now. You want to get out there. You want to run free. You want to do all the things. Spirit's like, slow down. There ain't nothing out there for you. Take it one day at a time. What's meant for you will find you. And I see a lot of happiness and love in your future, my love. Let it come naturally. Don't try to rush into it. Because a lot of times it's a journey that we remember. It's the space in between birth and death. You know how on our gravestone we have one date and another date. But what really matters is that space in between, that line in between. That's what it is. So every moment has a purpose, and just enjoy the present. Don't try to rush things. "9 days? I don't think I've seen it. I'm gonna write it down though. And thank you for the recommendation. What the heck? I'm gonna let you know when I watch it. Alright, so break. Is it break? Will you and SH be in a relationship? And thank you for that. I always look for new shows or movies. I think there's a lot of in between the two of you. There is a possibility for you two to come together in love and to complete each other. But I feel like your journey starts with self. There's nines here, and nines are about like the self-love. And maybe the person you're attached to has some healing they need to do to recognize what love looks like. Because until we recognize what love is, we kind of look for the wrong things. We look for the lessons. We look for the things that don't matter. So, yes, I do feel in the future there is a possibility. But there always is free choice or, free will. And because you two I think one of you needs to love yourself more, needs to focus more on yourself, and the other one needs to build something. They need to grow something on their own um, in order to be successful. But I do feel that if you two could heal separately, there is a chance of a relationship or like a very strong relationship. Because we could try before we're ready, but is it really a commitment until we really know what we're doing? General love for my genie. I don't know if you can see this card, but it's the Two of Cups. I feel like there's some energies around you. And some have gotten there, some haven't. But there's one that's come in unexpectedly, and it's gonna it's gonna hit harder than the rest. This is the one that sees you, you see them. Could be a Scorpio, doesn't have to be, but it's almost like people are trying to stake claim to you, I'd say in the next couple of months. But there's one that comes just out of nowhere that's gonna rock your world. They're gonna come to put that pinnacle, that seed. They're gonna plant it. But I do feel there's a lot of people gonna be vying for your attention. Alright, Diamond Girl. General. There is a great love coming for you. But I feel like right now is your time of creation. It's your time to really glow from the inside out. You've been through so much shit. So much shit. And you may have kind of got this feeling of like nothing is sparking my interest anymore. Like there's things, you have opportunities, you have other things, but there's nothing that's really like exciting your soul or setting your soul on fire. And I do see that light getting lit real soon, but I'm not sure if it's related to love or if it's related to like your job or a new creative project, or you just get this idea out of nowhere and it it what comes from it, what comes from this spark is something amazing. Because I feel like you've done the work, you've been through the things, you've been through the depths enough to know like what not to do now. But I think this spark is just for you. Whatever this is, whatever is going to be birthed from this spark, it was for you. It was a gift for you. It's going to set you free from a lot of things that have been kind of like not necessarily holding you back, but they still kind of hurt. It's still a little sore. I don't know how else to say that. It's still a little sore. But I definitely feel that you've got a great love coming for you. But it's not just that. It's something else. It's something that you've been missing. All right. I saw that when I first started, Gene. I was like, okay. All right. General love, huh? For bliss. I feel like there's an apology coming your way. And this feels like from somebody you've had some conflict with, or something in your life that's been a little conflicted. I feel like there's a conversation's coming that's going to clear this up. So it could be a past person, somebody that has you on their mind on the regular. So I feel like an apology's headed your way for something. Me don't like karma. I mean, I like karma. I like karma. I think in the past I didn't, because most of the time when karma was coming for me, it was coming for me from some dumbness that I was doing. I deserved it. But now the karma is good karma, so I'm okay with it. All right, Irene. And as Virgo, if you ever show back up or whatever, somebody let me know. You're welcome. All right. I'm going to be 100% with you. This feels to me like they're telling me it's not over yet. Maybe they feel like you feel like it's over. And they know they messed up. They know it should be over. But they say the two of you are a match. So they're not accepting that. So they're going to send out a little bitty thing to see if you react. It's almost like I have this one person in my life that I always know when they're starting to come back around. It's because they'll like my stuff out of nowhere. Like months go by and all of a sudden they're liking my stuff again, and I'm like, here we go again. But I do feel like they're coming back around. I don't know if they're coming back around for whatever, but they know there's some messed up stuff that happened, and they're gonna check the waters just to see, like, are you still thinking about me too? Or are you still mad, kind of thing. Okay. That's Miss Sanjay. It's pretty cool y'all were thinking about each other at the same. Okay. Should you continue going? Okay, hold on, Celine. I'm gonna do Miss Sanjay real quick. Can you rewrite your question? It was a little broke up. I'm not sure. Should you continue doing? Have a good night, Irene. Thank you for being here, babe. Can you make it a little more clear? Because I don't know what the first part was. You're going through a lot of work. Okay. Should you continue? Okay, I got you. All right. So I have Two of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. Spirit's kind of saying, like, yeah, I can see that. Two of Wands is normally like, I don't know what to do. I'm kind of getting... That's the first step, is like figuring out what's best for you. But I kind of feel like you need to end something. Something that you're doing needs to be done with. Because it's not bringing any profit. You may be learning a lot from it, but you're very unhappy doing it. I kind of feel like you had something you loved doing, maybe in the past, or some dream you had as a child, that maybe you need to end where you're at and move towards something that is gonna make you happy to do. Like, what do you love to do? Maybe you like working with children. Maybe you like dealing with younger children or just children in general. Maybe even teenagers. All that came to mind is like, come to me, all the weary. You teach, I can tell. There's something about children here. Um, it kind of feels like you need to rest more for your mind to become more clear. There's something about a lot of chaotic energies around you right now that Spirit's like, maybe you just need a break. Maybe you need to take some time because your mind is full of static. Um, the more that you can clear the static out, the more that you'll have a more direct link to the Most High. Because I think if you keep fighting like this, just keep going, you're going to wear yourself down and you're not going to be able to do the job that you love doing. It's going to stagnate it somehow. Because I see wherever you're at now just seriously stresses you out. It's like you take work home with you. You worry about it even when you rest. You're not getting back what you're putting into it. Yeah, they're definitely saying you need to end something here. You need to end this job, or you need to, because I do see a new beginning coming for you. But you need to rest right now before you make any decision. Maybe meditate, because the answer you seek, I think, is already within you. What you're looking for is already there. It's just you can't hear it because there's so much going on. There's too much going on. Pray, meditate, find a way to clear your mind, because the answer is already there. And I think like in your heart of hearts, you love what you do, but it's the place where you're doing it at that's the problem, or the people that are around you that are the problem. And you need to go somewhere where you can flourish, where you can grow, where you can do things that you love with an open heart, and not just like, oh my gosh, I don't want to go to work today kind of feeling. But hopefully that helps. And thank you, love. All right. Did Virgo come back yet? And I wish you the best, love. I do. I hope you get some rest. And I do see an opportunity, a new start somewhere else. They didn't give me a lot of details. I think right now they're just mainly emphasizing the fact that you need to find some peace. You need to take a rest. And the answers you have are already there. Or it will show up once you can get clear with yourself. You're welcome, boo. Okay, she posted. Alright, let me go back and look. Oh, thank you. That means a lot. I appreciate it. Oh, there it is. Okay, it wasn't that far. Have a good night, love. Alright, how does Elle truly feel about you? Alright. Let's see. Alright, how does he truly feel? There's a lot of twos here. And so that makes me feel that sometimes their heart talks and sometimes their mind talks. So they have a battle with their ego. They're very passionate about you for sure. But something about their ego may not feel that you have decided on them. And this could be like an old wound of theirs that resurfaces in connections. They feel with some healing or with some work, the two of you could have something long term. But that also scares them a little bit. And like I said, they kind of go back and forth in their head a lot. They could have a lot of fire and air in their chart. Air and fire. Because part of them is like, you know, ready to go, regardless of what happens. And the other part of them is like, skirt, that's where the brakes come in. I'm like, I don't know. If they don't find balance, you'll always be waiting. And that's probably why they showed me with some healing in the future, they could see something very long term. But if they can't find the balance, if they can't find the answers they seek, I guess you could say, or if they never make a choice You'll always be waiting. No matter what they say, because I do feel like whatever they say, they mean it. They mean it. Like, they don't just speak out of nonsense. I think they speak also kind of strategically, to be honest, because this person wants you to stay there at that crossroads with them until they make this grand decision between their heart and their head. This person is just having a hard time connecting their brain and their heart, and so it kind of leaves them at this place of like not really sure. So even if they say they're sure, I'm a little like, I definitely feel like he feels that, but it almost feels like it's hard for him to accept that truth, I guess you could say. Um, he definitely needs to grow more. And I think we all do. It's not anything against him. I feel like he's just not quite there. Like, his heart really doesn't show up. He's more of like fire and air, very combustible. So you'll probably get spurts of lovely things. You know, he'll say beautiful things because the Knight of Cups is here too. But the Knight of Cups is Prince Charming that doesn't have follow through, right? And so I don't want to see you sitting there waiting for the day just because they can say beautiful things sometimes. You understand? They got to walk the walk along with talking the talk. And so that's where that imbalance is. It's like, can they walk the walk that they're talking? I don't know. I don't know. So just be careful. Don't, make sure that if they say something, they do it. And if they don't, then tell them to kick rocks and move around. But what was your second question, love? You get in your head too. Okay. It happens, but you also got to think of it as like sometimes we attract to us where we're at. And so just like the last reading with the last guy, they felt a lot, but they got in their head too much, which kept them from really doing much. So if you're attracting that, maybe look at ways that you get in your head too much and try to work through those things so that your mirror reflection of the person that you want is going to be in alignment with that. This person has a lot of feelings for you. They can envision a lot happening between the two of you. And even if it's on hold for now, I feel like it won't be on hold forever. Maybe this distance or the separation is to teach you both something. The song Tangled Up is playing. This person can still see, or they envision a beautiful ending between you and them, but they don't necessarily know how to get there. They also get stuck in their head. But I think theirs comes from a lot of self-worth issues. They don't see themselves correctly. And so whatever happened between the two of you, it is showing them how to love themselves more. And that they are lovable. They are worth it. I feel like they're gonna surprise you in the future. Right now, I think they're just trying to figure out what's fact and what's fiction. Is this real, or is it just an illusion of my brain? Because maybe that's happened before. They envisioned this beautiful life with somebody and they didn't know what to do with it, and it never panned out. So they're trying to like see if it's just something they made up in their head or whatever. But either way, I think if you two have like energetically kind of faded out a little bit, it's gonna spark back up. Just give it some time. There's a reason for this right now. And the song Tangled Up, go listen to it. If not anything, it's a good song. Alright, babe, what is your last question? And then free listers, y'all better wake up, because we moving. Yeah, I don't think he's ready for forever yet either. But there's so many people that aren't ready for forever yet. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think she's ready for forever yet, to be honest. And that's nothing against you at all. You'll know when it's time. I definitely feel like you will, because the last one was the Hangman and the Tower. So definitely feel like it's funny. I split the deck to the Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. So he's definitely gonna reach out. But let's see what's gonna happen with this. Okay. I kind of feel like the separation will be ended. And the two of you will come back together. But I kind of feel that because you've had this distance, you're going to be a little bit guarded. Whereas before they may have been the one that was guarded, this time you were a little bit like hesitant. There's definitely conversations that need to be had between the two of you. I don't think anything has really changed much, except for the way they're showing me is like, I know what I want now. But why is she calling me? I'm in a live. They want to re-spark that fire. But I don't know. Like, why didn't they feel that then? They're definitely coming in hot and heavy. But they're coming in all wands, which is very... They're definitely going to try to restart this. I would just say that they're not ready yet. But this might be part of y'all's journey. So just be careful. Like, if you want something, don't push it away. And if they push it away, think twice about letting them back in the next time. Because every time that happens, it leaves kind of like a scar. And eventually the scar is just too much. Like, it turns something that was beautiful ugly, and you don't want that. But thank you again for your donation, boo. And I hope the right one shows up for you too, like Jean said. You're a sweetheart. Alright, Celine posted her question, but I can't go and scroll back. I need to stretch for a second. I hope the right one comes for Jean soon too. I think she's found him, but he just hasn't acted right yet. Of course, my love. All right, Celine, are you here? I don't know, babe. I don't know. Okay, let me scroll back and see. Girl, I don't even know how far back it would have been. Oh my gosh, my best friend is like blowing my phone up. I don't know, Celine. You're just gonna have to post it again. Okay, I got it. Will you hear from Slade? You said summer was important. Alright, let's see. I think you'll get your wish. Alright. Let's see. Yes, you will hear from them. Probably more towards April, but I definitely feel like you'll hear from them. But I'm not sure why summer is so important. You'll figure it out when the time comes, I guess. Alright, LT Spiritual. What happened, Jason? What did I say now? What did I do? No, it's fine. It's okay. What new positive energy is coming towards you? something's going to be set straight. I think something's been on your mind pretty heavy for a while. It could be messing with your dreams, or there could be some messages coming through your dreams that bring you a sense of like realization, balance. This could also mean like something comes like full circle. So, and it's like whatever's been on your mind, whatever you've been working through, it's almost like the way that I'm being shown is like a dream that materializes into like the 3D. So I feel like you just some sense of relief, some sense of like knowing, some sense of balance. And it could have to do with the Libra, doesn't have to, but that's what I got. All right, Moonsh. Do I see a love relationship for you? I think there's something you have to do independently first, or maybe that's what you've been doing up until this point. Healing something, starting something. I feel like maybe there's some kind of project, something that's been or will be monetarily good for you. I see you standing pretty strong. But the more that you heal, the more that you grow into the person you're meant to be, or follow that purpose that you're meant to be following, that's when love's going to come towards you. But I feel like the real work right now is independently separate from another person. But Aquarius could be significant for you in the future. Liberon, the free list is closed. I mean, all lists are closed for today, but I'd be happy to read for you another day if you'd like. Just subscribe, hit the little bell. I am on 3 days a week. Alright, Starry Night. How did Joseph think you feel about after your last conversation on Friday? I don't know if they got your message right. I kind of feel like they've they're telling me like I got it. I understand. Like we can do this. We can make this a good thing. But I don't know, they're kind of stuck. Like something you said may have made them feel stuck or made them feel like or maybe they're just replaying the conversation over and over and over and again in their mind, and maybe they're thinking too much into it and it kind of got them like spinning around in their head. I do feel it like is gonna bring some movement forward, but I don't know what you say, but it's like it's replaying over and over and over. But that's why I say I don't know if they got the right message from what was said or what the conversation that was said. You were just talking as friends. I don't know. It just feels like in some sense they feel empowered, but other it feels like they're replaying it. Maybe they were thinking something was gonna be said or something was gonna happen, And because I don't know what your conversation was, but I just know they're replaying it. And maybe that's all he's saying is like he missed you too, and now your conversation is playing in his mind. Because I mean, you just said a conversation, and all I saw was the Ten of Swords, the Magician, and the Eight of Swords. And for me, that's confusing. So maybe he's just replaying all of the things. Maybe he's going back in time and replaying the last time you talked. I don't know. With 3 cards, I can do anything. You say he doesn't want anything with you, and that may be true. I didn't say anything about that. I just said he's replaying the conversation. All right. Was your soul trying to tell you something? Ten of Swords isn't necessarily bad, babe. I think your soul is telling you there's going to be something that returns to you or comes back around. There's a conversation coming. And it could be from somebody that didn't leave like the best last impression. So maybe there's hurt there. I kind of feel it could be a friend. It could be somebody coming in to try to rebuild something. It was kind of like like something is headed towards you. But I think it's something that walked away at one time. Dave taking towards you. You're welcome, babe. I think there's going to be a conversation had about building something together in the future, or like making something come together. Maybe a new beginning, maybe a start of something new, maybe even like moving in together, committing to something. Feels like a very honest conversation about moving forward. But that's what I got. It looks beautiful. 4 of Wands, Ace of Swords, the World. I don't necessarily know if that's considered an action, but a conversation would be. Well, maybe they're coming in to make it right. It doesn't feel bad, though. It doesn't feel like a bad conversation. All right. Nana. What do you expect from Bilal? Y'all don't ever stay together. Y'all be broken up together, broken up together. I don't know what to do with you, Nana Banana. Okay. What should you expect now? He's pulling back because y'all had some sort of like falling out. I feel like you're going to deal with silence for a minute because he's mad. Eventually, he'll come back. Y'all have a very toxic pattern going on here. Just saying. Karmic. Very karmic. He's like, I'll see you in my dreams. I'll see you when I see you. I don't see any actions being taken right now. Like, because he's in his feelings. He's mad at you. He'll be back. Jazz. I know. Jean, I know. I love some Geminis, boy. Y'all are so much fun. Friends with benefits. Those can be fun when you're young. I'm too old for it now, but... Andresa. I love you, Nana. Have a great night, my love. I'll be consistent. You decided to come. There's a strong bond here, but I wouldn't necessarily say he's on any kind of level to be consistent yet. He's still fighting off some of his shadows. Not saying that he doesn't value this connection or want this connection to go somewhere. There's just still going to be some hiccups along the way as far as consistency, knowing what they want and whatever. Well, happy early birthday there, my friend. My other Pisces. Happy early birthday, Z. That's awesome. Doctor. Yes, boo, you did miss your turn. It's okay. Just don't do it again because we're going to put you in timeout. Doctor, where you at? Lucky. Are you still here, Lucky? Shoot, it was hard enough getting her here. No. There you are. Alright, time frame predictions for what will unfold in the connection with Noah. Two of Cups. 10 of Pentacles. Chariot. Okay. I do see some moving forward and happiness between the two of you. Two of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, Chariot. So, I think you both have a clear vision of what you want in the future. Is it going to end up 10 of Pentacles? I can't tell you, babe. All I'm going to say is that the intention is set. The two of you are meeting like-mindedly and moving forward towards, hopefully, what will be a happily ever after. In the future, though. So, timeline. Summertime. All right. Amber, what will happen between Jay and I after you tell him your feelings for him? I know, they were really good cards. I think things will move forward, but you might have to give them a minute to kind of collect their thoughts and figure out what to do next. So you send the message, don't expect like the response you want immediately. It might take some time, but I definitely feel like you'll get a response from it. And hopefully it'll help you too to move forward. Okay. Content. Week ahead. I feel like for the most part it's gonna be a good week for you. I feel you feeling good about it. Um, it might not necessarily be a whole lot going on, but I also feel that, of course, you're gonna be tested a little bit somewhere along the way. That there is something that you have invested in the past, some kind of love, possibly. It could be a friend, a family member. Um, Maybe this is even like messages from someone that maybe the last time you saw them, they were kind of toxic. But whatever it is, I feel like it's been like a long time coming, whatever this is. I can't really give you any more information. Maybe a Capricorn is involved, but it could just be a Mercury retrograde glitch that's trying to like get you out of character. So don't let anything get you out of character this week. You're welcome, babe. Country. What can you expect if you moved your kids and I to Texas in the next year? It's gonna be really hot. I'm in Texas. It's too hot over here. Okay, I'm not gonna put my own stuff into it, but I hear make sure you got the real deal before making any move, because that's a lot of moving for something I don't feel you're sure about. And it may not even be for something, but it does feel like the picture that's presented to you looks nice, but it looks like you're going to end up being disappointed if you do it. Not saying that eventually things wouldn't turn out okay for you, because like I said, if we all have choices in life and some lead us here and some lead us there, but either way the end result always kind of hits the same. So it might lead you to something really good, but I feel like it's gonna be a lot for a minute. It's hard to tell with just this little bit of cards, so if you want more information on that, I'd say do some more research or well, there's lots of country areas. I think like North Texas, I almost said Texas. North Texas is a lot nicer, I feel, as far as like country areas. Um, South Texas, there's still some like Livingston and stuff like that, but I don't know. You could find a good country area. I would say just beware. I have a friend that lives in North Texas and it's really beautiful, or mid Texas. All right. You're welcome. You love the heat? Just wait till the summer. This ain't nothing. This is winter. This is winter. Wait till the summer. It's like 150. For real. But if you love it, go where you want to be. That's funny. Alright, Chanel. General on you and Khalid. They say like the hill country is nice. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah, that's funny. So I feel like whatever y'all have been going through together, or whatever ever you two are going to be, is leading to a good place. I see you can find happiness within this connection. I feel over time you'll see more of their heart. Right now you may see just a lot of passion, but that's because of past experiences with this person. So just give it time. The song You Don't Own Me is playing, so be careful of any kind of like control. Don't give this person too much control. All right, Michelle. I love the country though, Jean. Like, I can handle a chainsaw. I wish I lived more in like up in Texas. Jesse. It is by Say Grace, featuring G-Eazy. Yeah, You Don't Own Me. It was off of like it was off some soundtrack. Alright, Zuri. Hello from Texas. Good to have you here, Ireland. I am so sorry all the lists are closed, but thank you for being here. I'm on 3 days a week if you'd like to try to catch me again. D the Taurus want with you? Say grace. Yeah, I like that. Just Google "you don't own me." I'm sure it'll pop up. Wow. They want everything with you. The Sun, the Four of Wands, the Hierophant. They want it all. King of Pentacles. They want the commitment. They want the home. They want the life together. They want to make you happy. I like those cards. Mississippi. That's one I could spell. But every time I say it, I have to spell it, which is really weird. Eyes, feelings, intentions. Yeah, sometimes I'll tell you what song, but most of the time I don't. It depends. If the song is hidden like where it needs to, I know it's for the person, but otherwise I don't. All right, here we go. Eyes, feelings, and intentions. Okay. He's still on that bullshit, to be honest. He sees this amazing blessing right in front of his face and he's like, what do I do with it? I think he's trying to meet you where you're at right now just to see if he can do that much. Six is standing out. 6, 7, 8. Like there's a count up here, not a count down. There's a count up. The only one that's missing is 5, because I have 4, 6, 7, 8. He's so serious. Why is he so serious? There's something that's leveling out and then it's going to go really fast. I see a lot of fast movement. Okay. Just going to take a little more time for him to show you how he feels. There's still some kind of mismatch in energy, I feel. But it's coming together. Yeah, I do feel he's stressed about something. But that 8 of Wands is very significant. Like it's gonna go from like here to there real fast. Anyways, I definitely feel like it's gonna move pretty quick when it does. All right, Jason, now it's your turn. General for you. Let's see. Just general. All right. No love, just general. Because you're right about everything and he doesn't want you to feel like you're right about everything. That's why. Because you're the teacher. He's like, you can't be right all the time. Alright, General for Jason. I love this Chariot card because that man is on that horse like, psh, psh. There's something moving towards you. Okay. Let me reposition myself because I can't sit flat on my butt. I got a broken tailbone from, like, I broke it 4 times, so I can't sit straight. Anyways, what I'm feeling is I think you've been giving too much of yourself because you have such a huge heart. But I feel like as a Libra, your soul is calling for balance, right? And understanding that we can dream something really big and we can act on it, but sometimes it'll leave us heavy and disappointed. And if we keep going towards that thing, those things that we know are going to just disappoint us, we have to learn to where to give the energy to. What's worth the disappointment? If that makes any sense. I feel like there's some kind of realization coming your way that's going to release you from this pattern you've been in. Because I feel like you're the type of person that would give everything to everybody if you could. Just out of love. But the problem is, the one person that you need to give it all to is you. And sometimes we need to make sure that we're putting our energy in the right places so we don't end up depleted. And so whatever this realization is, I feel like it's a conversation. Maybe it's a conversation with God and with yourself. But it makes a lot of sense. Okay. So there's a new chapter on the horizon for you. If you could just look at things from a different perspective, I think what you need to do is stop saying yes. And start only saying yes to the thing that you know is meant for you. Because I honestly feel like a lot of things that you knew that they were just gonna set you up for disappointment. And you were just like, well, maybe you were bored. Maybe you just wanted something. It gives me a little bit of a people pleaser, I ain't gonna lie. But I feel like Spirit's saying if you look at it from a different perspective, you're trying to become the emperor. You're trying to build a legacy. You're trying to build something that can expand from generation to generation to generation. And if you're not putting all of this energy into other things, you could put it into your dreams, which in turn is going to bring in this great love for you. But this is the completion of a cycle you've been kind of stuck in for a while now. The reason why I say that is the Seven of Cups with the Knight of Wands. It's like this Seven of Cups has a mask over their face. And to me, that's that face of everything's fine. Everything's good. But there's still something like hidden there, right? And the real thing that you're looking for is hidden. And I feel like you're about to find it. Anyways. I have Pisces and Aries very significant through Cancer. And I feel like this is a very important time for you to get real. What is your lesson? What is your purpose? Where should your energy be put into? Because I think you're getting sick and tired of like running into the same problem over and over and over again. And I feel like something big's changing though. But it's almost like there's a conversation, a meditation, a connection, connectivity that happens within the next couple of months that's going to really wake up something within inside of you. And that's when the script is going to get flipped. Because the Hangman, the Emperor, the Ten of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles with the World, you're looking at a different world coming up for you soon. But you have to get real with yourself. You have to know what's an illusion, what was in your head and what wasn't, and what to move forward. Because sometimes you don't need to. And I don't know why Spirit was like, okay, you asked for general, let me give it to him. That's what I got. And you know I love you. No, I love you. And I will only tell you what Spirit needs you to hear. Just a messenger. But you deserve the latter. You don't deserve this bullshit right here. Just saying. Just saying. You're meant for so much more, my love. Than a bunch of crash test dummies. But anyways, I love you all. Thank you for being here for me. Thank you, my mods, for counting all of the ways. If you know what I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I hope y'all have an amazing start to your amazing start to your week. And I will see y'all again on Wednesday. You know what to do if you need me in the in-between, okay? I love you so much. Good night. Let me get the button.